Hello po, ako po si Maylene at welcome po sa aking Tagalog classroom. Kumusta po? Nag-almusal ka na ba? Handa ka na ba sa klase? Sige, magsimula na tayo. Today, we will learn the basic sentence structure in Tagalog. How do we form sentences in Tagalog? There are two ways to form sentences in Tagalog. The first sentence structure is the subject-predicate sentence order. For example, ang babae ay maganda. The sentence format we use here is the subject marker plus the subject plus the I linker plus an adjective, a verb, or a noun. For this example, our subject marker is ang, which introduces our subject, babae. And then we add the I linker plus the adjective maganda, which describes the subject. Ang babae ay maganda, which means the woman is beautiful. The second one, and most commonly used by the native speakers, is the inverted or transposed sentence order. For example, maganda ang babae. The sentence format will be adjective or verb or a noun plus the subject marker plus the subject. For our example, maganda ang babae, we are using an adjective maganda plus the subject marker ang, which introduces the subject babae. Maganda ang babae. Notice that we do not use the I linker for the inverted or transposed sentence order. Here are the examples for the subject plus predicate sentence order. The sentence format will be the subject markers ang mga, sina, plus I linker, plus the adjective, verb, or noun. First example, si Maria ay kaibigan ko. That's a singular form. We are using here the si subject marker to introduce Maria as a subject. We use the I linker here, plus kaibigan as a noun. So, si Maria ay kaibigan ko. For the plural form, sina Ana at Maria ay magkaibigan. We are using the sina as a subject marker, introducing Ana at Maria, plus the I linker, plus magkaibigan as the noun. Second example, si Juan ay nag-aaral. Sina Pedro at Jose ay tumatakbo. For the sentence format here, we are using the si and sina as subject markers to introduce the subjects. And we use the I linker and the verbs nag-aaral and tumatakbo. Number 3, ang estudyante ay matalino. Ang mga estudyante ko ay matatalino. For the sentence format here, we used ang as the subject marker, introducing estudyante. For the plural form, we are using the ang mga estudyante. We still use the I linker and we use matalino as an adjective and the plural form matatalino. Malinaw ba? Naintindihan mo ba? Now, here are the examples of our inverted or transposed sentence order. Our sentence format will be the adjective, verb, or a noun first, and then the subject marker, and then the subject. For example, number 1, kaibigan ko si Maria. The noun here is kaibigan. And then, si as our subject marker, Maria is our subject. Kaibigan ko si Maria. Notice that we don't use the linker I here. Another example, for the plural form, Magkaibigan sina Ana at Maria. Magkaibigan is our noun here, and then sina as our subject marker, and Ana at Maria are our subjects. Number 2, nag-aaral si Juan. So the format here is a verb plus subject marker and then the subject. Tumatakbo sina Pedro at Jose. The verb here is tumatakbo, and then our subject marker sina and our subjects Pedro and Jose. Number 3, matalino ang estudyante. We are using an adjective here, matalino, and then our subject marker, ang, and our subject, estudyante. For the plural form, matatalino ang mga estudyante ko. Matatalino, it's an adjective, and then subject markers ang mga because it's plural, and our subject, and estudyante. Here are more examples using the two patterns. Number 1, ang lalaki ay matanda. O, matanda ang lalaki. Number 2, ang babae ay maganda at matalino. O, maganda at matalino ang babae. Number 3, ang panahon ay masama. O, masama ang panahon. Number 4, ang mga libro ay luma. O, luma ang mga libro. Number 5, ang bahay ay marumi. O, marumi ang bahay. Now, this will be your assignment. From the list of the subjects and predicates below, can you make sentences using the two sentence patterns? And then, you add the correct subject markers like the ang mga, si or sina, and then the correct articles or linkers. Can you do that? Madali lang yan. Kaya mo yan. Sige, subukan mo. Naintindihan niyo po ba? Malinaw po ba? Hanggang sa susunod ha. Magkita-kita po tayo uli. Mag-ingat po kayo. Paalam!